Are you afraid that your relationship will end? That because your partner has had so many exes or even a handful of exes, and why would they just stay with you rather than move on? Hi, this is Noemi. I am a retroactive jealousy specialist. So what do you do if you have these fears that I will be left alone, they will leave me, they have left everybody else, why would they stay with me? I want to engage in a cognitive um, thought 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 pattern, let's say, or yeah, I'll engage your cognitive faculties, let's say. So, what is so wrong with being alone? I would definitely start by asking myself, what is so bad about being alone? So, if my biggest fear is that I will be left alone, then I want to know why being alone is so bad. What is so bad about it? What does it say about me? What does it say about my abilities, my skills, my personhood? Yes, because sometimes we don't want to be alone because of certain societal norms that we might have internalized as children. So, what is it that is so terrifying about being alone? And then the second is, what evidence do I have that they might want to leave me? Do I have evidence or am I projecting? Because if I have evidence, then why am I with somebody who will leave me anyway? Who I don't have a future vision with, who I cannot trust, who has given signs that they are just treating me as a plan B, just I'm a temporary. Whereas I want something more, and it's been explicit. Now, it's very different if you just got into a casual relationship and you have both been very explicit about this, that neither of you want the casual, but you have changed your mind and now you're expecting something more. That's different because that's on you. Basically, you have to tell them that, hey, something changed at the emotional levels and I would love more. Yes, because otherwise you are lying to them basically. If you and you're deluding yourself by expecting them to have the same feelings for you. It's not necessarily going to happen just because it happened to you. Just the way somebody can fall in love with you and you won't you won't have the same feelings. It's not always the case, and then it's not the right person, or it's not the right time for the two of you. So, and you have to have these really difficult conversations with yourself as well as with your partner. So, on if you are in a relationship that you have vision for the relationship, you are planning a long-term one, you there is trust and commitment, but you are still tormented by this feeling that I will be left alone because they have had these relationships, or because I don't think I am as good, I am as sexy, I am as accomplished, or whatever narrative you're telling yourself as their exes. And if they have left them, why would they leave me? Or they are so experienced, whereas I'm not. So yeah, you want to break these things down because all these feelings, once they get a ground, like a soil in your mind, and then you water them, they can become a huge forest. And the more time you spend in there, the more confused. It's like a jungle in there. And what you want is, as soon as it starts taking root, you want to weed it out. Or if you're already in a jungle, then you want somebody's guidance to get out of there. And also you want to protect your relationship, because the jungle is not in the relationship. The jungle is in your mind, and it can be a threat to the relationship because if you're projecting onto somebody that you will leave me, the chances are that they will leave you because what they feel is that I can't make them trust me. Why would I be with somebody who can't trust me or gives me the impression that I am not trustworthy? Yeah, so every time you say that, oh, you will leave me, you're telling them that you are not trustworthy. You cannot commit. So you are actually working against yourself rather than protecting the relationship, rather than building the relationship, which is what you want. To have conversations where the two of you come together, always come together. Yes, a relationship is like a dance, separate together. But when your conversation is about blaming the other person or saying that they can't do something, then you can't come back. And then maybe every time you have something, you're just going apart. And after a while, you might even feel that you are no longer, it's more separate than separate together, separate together, separate together. So you're not strengthening but weakening this thing. And yes, it's understandable when you're going through this debilitating feelings and maybe even images and flashbacks about their relationships. But the important thing here is that acknowledge there is a problem, acknowledge that the problem is not external, but it is something related to how your mind perceives things, and that it's possible to get out of it. And you will get out of this jungle and be able to get rid of this jungle, not by inviting the other person into the jungle and then getting lost together. You want to be able to invite them to support you, but also work on it, work on what is driving it. What is this insecurity that is making you feel that you cannot trust, that you will be left alone? And one way, as I said, is even understanding that being left alone is not death. It's not threatening. And then because once you are not afraid of being left alone, you become a lot sexier. You become uh, so, as you have seen, for instance, in dating scene, where people who don't want to have a relationship are the sexiest because they are the need of I want somebody is not there, which is so off-putting. And it's the same in a relationship. It's really off-putting to want reassurance. It's somebody who's relaxed, laid back, and confident. That's the sexy, and that's where you can get by tackling these things behind it.